Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
In or Out with Jim Hanifin and Rick Venturi, exclusively on 101ESPN.com. Now your host, Brian Stahl.
Welcome back to 101ESPN.com with Tony Softli and Rick Venturi. I'm Brian Stahl, and it's time for this week's edition of In or Out. Gentlemen, I don't think anybody thought this would be the scenario. However, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 8-5 so far in the season. St. Louis Rams, 6-7, both atop their respective divisions. Are you in or out that's set up for the future, Tony? The Kansas City Chiefs are actually set up for more success than the Rams.
You know, right now I'm in on that, just the way that they've been drafting and the free agents they've been bringing in. Scott Paoli's done an excellent job of stacking this team. First of all, he brings in a very good head coach. Now he's brought in two coordinators, in Romeo Cornell and Charlie Weiss. I think that's the push. But also they've been drafting well. McCluster and Jamal Charles, and all these guys. It just they're ahead right now in talent. All
right, how about you, Rick? In or out, long-term success here, Kansas City set up better than the Rams.
Okay. I'm going to go out, even though I agree with everything Tony just said. I really do. The only reason that I'm going to go out is I just think in the drafting of Sam Bradford, in the fact that Bradford is there, you have a franchise quarterback that you can go for years without getting. And I like Matt Castle, but I think he's functional. I think he's a complimentary quarterback. And so I'm going to go out based on the Bradford factor and what he means to the future. I'm with Tony. I have great confidence in Paoli in that outfit. I really do from my history. So, they're going to be doggone good. Might be really fun to watch these two teams the next few years.
No, I agree with you. All right, we talked franchise quarterback there. How about talking franchise running backs? Kansas City has two of them in Thomas Jones as well as Jamal Charles. Would you rather have a backfield of Charles and Jones or a one SJ39? We'll start with you, Rick. In or out on the tandem or the singular?
Well, I've got to go in on the tandem, okay? And as much as I like Steven Jackson individually, you're one hamstring away from losing him. The tandem, you have two backs, and if you add McCluster in there for spot plays, you really have three. You have, in the two backs, you have two really good backs, top backs in the league. Plus, they give you a lot of diversity. They're different enough to give a defense fits in terms of defense in them. So in this case, I'd have to go with the tandem.
All right, how about you, Tony? In or out that you would rather have the tandem, the duo of Charles and Jones versus one Steven Jackson?
Well, you know what? You'd like to build your depth and everything, and I agree with what Rick's talking about. I really admire what those guys are doing over there, but I'm going to have to go out on this. Steven Jackson's been the most productive running back from the line of scrimmage since 2006, all-purpose yards. He's done it. You'd like to build your depth, and they're going to have to continue to do that. But right now, as it stands, I would take Steven Jackson over both those guys.
All right. As we mentioned, both teams sit atop their respective divisions. When it's all said and done, 3 weeks from now, are you in or out that both the Rams and the Chiefs are in postseason play? Tony?
I'm in. I think, the Rams are going to win the NFC West. I think they're going to be led by Sam Bradford. He's going to throw it when they have to throw it. And they're going to be carried by Steven Jackson and a defense that has really been a high blitz defense, a high package defense. As far as Kansas City, I think that they have a chance to finish. I think they'll be a wild card in the AFC, and I think they'll do some damage once they get in. They got to get healthy. The Castle has to get healthy, and that defense has to play well. But I think they both go to postseason.
How about you, Rick? In or out that both the Chiefs and the Rams make the postseason?
I'm going to go out. I'm just subtly different on this. I think the Rams will get in. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, I think the Rams will get in. I think they'll win the last two, and they possibly will win tomorrow. So I actually do see the Rams in. I don't see Kansas City in. I think that under the circumstances with the quarterback situation the way it is, I think the Rams could very well get them Sunday. If they get them on Sunday, then they lose the tiebreaker to San Diego. And I think they have a really tough game at the end of the year in the Oakland Raiders. So, I'm in with the Rams, I think, winning it, and I'm out with Kansas City winning it.
Well, it's going to be a fun battle tomorrow, no question about it, as the Chiefs come to St. Louis to battle the Rams at the Edward Jones Dome. However, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In or Out. For Rick Venturi, Tony Softli, I'm Brian Stahl, and we are out.